Hello everyone, I'm Wisdom Cube, and welcome back to another installment of Crossover Brawlers. I figured since it's been a while since I've done one of these, I decided to do another one. And today's matchup is Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Red Hood, the second Red Hood, Jason Todd, from DC. Yes. So we got a fight between two hot-headed individuals. What would that be like? Well, let's start off with Raph. Now, Raph is a mutated turtle who was trained in ninjutsu by a mutated rat named Splinter, alongside his brothers Leonardo, Donatello, and Michelangelo, and together they rise from the shadows of New York's sewer system to protect the city of New York from whatever threatens it. Yeah, basic premise. But yeah, now Raphael, for those who don't know, is quite possibly one of the strong members of the TMNT. And I do mean that literally, because he's trained himself in multiple forms of fighting, from wrestling to boxing. Yeah, he's more of a frontliner type of fighter. Yeah, more like close quarters type of fighter, you know what I mean? And his weapon in most medium is these two scythes that he has to stab his opponents with. And yes, he does have like other weapons like shurikens and kunai, and Rise of the TMNT he has tonfas, and even in the 2007 movie when he was the vigilante, the Night Watcher, he did have his like ball chain things. What were they called again? Morning Star, I believe. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah. When Raph is on the scene, he is known to like punch first and ask questions later. Now, while Raph is like a great fighter, being trained by Splinter and all that, he does have his one problem, and that is he can't control his anger. And as we all know, anger can either like be a detriment or be like a benefit. And most of the time Raph is known to let his anger get the best of him. And yeah, that kind of leads him into getting his shell beaten on more than one occasion. Now let's talk about his opponent, Red Hood. Now Red Hood is let's give his backstory. Now the second Red Hood is Batman's second Robin, formerly known as Jason Todd. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we all know the story. Jason was once Batman's faithful young ward, but because of circumstances with his character, DC asked the callers to decide whether Jason should live or die. And yeah, sadly, Jason met his end because the callers, decided his gruesome end. And his end came at the hands of the Joker. And after being killed by the Joker, he was either resurrected due to Superboy Prime punching reality, or Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul bringing him back with the Lazarus Pit. Pick which one. Yeah, they both coincide with one another. But yeah, after being brought back from the dead, Jason was less than pleased, shall we say, that Batman didn't avenge him by killing Joker. And yeah, he spent a good while training not just with the League of Assassins, but going around the world to hone his skills. And after spending a really long time away, he ended up going back to Gotham to enact his revenge on not just Batman, but also Joker as well. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we all know how well that went for him. But yeah, despite losing that fight with Batman and not getting his revenge on Joker, at least at the time, Jason is also a skilled hand-to-hand fighter. Before his death at Joker's hand, he was trained by Batman as Robin. And like I said before, when he was resurrected, he trained not just with the League of Assassins, but also was trained by many other people. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think even like Nightwing trained him, you know, Batman's first Robin. Yeah. Now, despite being a skilled hand-to-hand fighter, Jason does have his fair share of downsides. Case in point is his anger and hot-headedness. Much like with Raph, Jason can't control his anger in certain situations. If the situation is not going his way, he will fly off the handle and just go in guns blazing. And speaking of guns, yeah, the Red Hood has his fair share of armaments, even more so than Raph does. Whereas Raph has a limited number of weapons outside of different types of medium in terms of TMNT, animation and things like that. Jason has a lot of weapons at his disposal. Handguns, rifles, a crowbar for some reason. Yeah. For some reason he has a crowbar. I have no idea why, because Joker beat him to death with such an tool of whatever. Yeah, that's all I can say is, why does he have that? Yeah, aside from that, even Red Hood's helmet is a weapon. Able to scan things, even explode on contact. And speaking of explosions, he also has various different types of explosives, and even shuriken as well. He also has, before I forget, he also has these swords known as the All Blades, which can take down beings of pure evil. And I don't think that's going to help him that much in this fight, because while Raph is violent, he is on the side of good at the end of the day. Yeah. So how would this fight go down between these two? It's a tough one to say, because I think that Jason is smarter than Raph, but but Raph has more durability than Red Hood does. Remember, despite being resurrected via the Lazarus Pit, Jason is still human. He's not mutated like Raph is. And due to the mutagen in Raph's body, he can take a ton of punishment. Yeah. I think in terms of skill, I think these two are like evenly matched, but I think in terms of weapons, Jason has that covered. Because, yeah, he's been like around the world and learned to hone his skills. He isn't confined to like just one city like Raphael is. So, and yeah, I know you guys are probably saying, well, Raph has been across the world before. He's been to Dimension X and even across time and even space. And yeah, that is true, but more times than not, he's had his brothers to back him up when he went to places like that. And I'm pretty sure you guys are probably saying, well, what about crossovers? Well, you could factor that in too, because yes, Raph has crossed over with Batman before, and I am surprised that if DC and like IDW hasn't made like a third Batman TMNT crossover and featured a fight between Raphael and Red Hood. Most of the times, like when Raphael cross paths with Batman, he has like fought like Robin, like Damian Wayne Robin, you know, Batman's son. Yeah, so this is a tough one. Both of these fighters are incredibly skilled, incredibly intelligent, incredibly stealthy, and has a lot of anger issues. I think this fight will ultimately come down to who will let their temper get the better of them first. And yeah, once that either Raphael or Red Hood make that crucial mistake, the other one will turn the tables in their favor and like either kill their opponent or just knock them out. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Who do you guys think would win in a fight between Raphael and Red Hood? Just comment below, let me know. Also, I made a poll on this matchup, so please vote there. So yes, I'm Wisdom Cube, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.